Good morning. Let's see, we're talking about creation, and this is the second identity of creation. We had the first one yesterday, and it's a little different than this one. Then the first one, it goes day by day. God created this and that, and then He rested. This one starts a little different, and in the first one, the one of the last things God did was create man. In this one of the first things God did was create man. I think He, and I guess we could go through and talk about that a lot and go back and think, well, what happened there? Why? A lot of people say, see, your Bible contradicts itself. Well, not that you read it the way it's supposed to be read and the way they intended, because what's the idea? God made everything. God made man. And it was all good. So in this one, he starts looking at God says, okay, here's what I got out there now. And we got water coming on. There's no shrubs or anything, but hey, here comes the water that's going to come later. And then there's no man to till the soil. So he's just kind of, things are out there, but he hasn't created man yet. And then he said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make man out of the earth. And he blew life into him, and there was man. And it's kind of interesting because he's talking about man, and then think about the first man. What was his job? Now, what did God say? Here's your job. Go take care of the Garden of Eden. Go till the soil. It's kind of like, man, just think if that's where we were today, and this is what happened instead of what happened, we'd be out there pruning trees and having a good old time. Nobody be going to work and saying, man, I got a meeting today, and boy, I got a problem over here. No, it'd be a different. Well, we don't have it anymore because of some of the things you're going to read a little later this week. But so in here, he also told Adam, he said, look, you can eat of any tree out here, any one you want. Here's the one of the tree of life. Go ahead. That's a great place. Good one. Then he says there's one you can't eat of. And that one is good and evil. If you eat of that one, you will be doomed to die. If you don't, you're not going to die. So that's how it ends, and we kind of know what happened there. So that's today's readings. And I want to talk about the psalm a little bit. We only have 3 ideas in the psalm today, but the psalm's kind of linky. It's not real linky, but it is a psalm of creation. So it goes with what we're talking about to here. And the first line is, bless the Lord, O my soul. So that's how this author goes up. And then he goes through some things about how the earth was formed, and how things were happening around the world, and a little bit of creation. Then the next stanza here says, it says different here than it does in here, but it's the same thing. All of them look to you, Lord, for their food and at appropriate time. So is saying God is feeding everybody, every creature, included us. And that kind of talking about birds and stuff, but it'd be us too. And then the next one it says, if you take your face or turn it away from us, then we are dismayed. It's kind of like, why is God not helping us, doing whatever? And it says, if you take away our breath, we die. And then you send forth your Spirit, and they are created. New things are created, and it renews the earth. So there's a cycle there that we all go through because of how we were, what happened in the Garden of Eden. And then, let's see, the last one goes into, I lost it, there it is. If you look back in old times, how were they? Today we kind of get mushy about a lot of things, right? Back then, if you committed adultery, you're killed. Today we go, well, there's nobody's fault. So anyway, so that's the way they looked at the world back then. A sin was a sin, and that's not a good thing. So the last thing the author says in here says, may sinners be banished from the earth. How many times have you thought that? Man, all the sinners would just go away. What we could go down, wouldn't need to lock our cars, wouldn't need to do anything, lock our house. Just go away. Well, they're not gonna, and it says, and may the wicked no longer exist. So in his mind, this author, he's saying we have creation. God has been good to us. We are where we are in this life and in this world. And unfortunately, there are bad things that happen. Those are my thoughts.